stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Short pass, finds the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, pass caught. They finally catch the freshman after leaving the defense on a chase.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Shotgun running play call. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Caught quickly. He goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Play fake, looking to throw. He's hit just before the throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
point after, up and good. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Looking to throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. He dumps it off to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Completion makes it second and medium. On the ground, it's Watson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Try and muscle for the first down. He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
No, kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Comes Buckeye offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. To the air, it's St. Clair. Grab down the middle, it's Thurman. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And that sets up. Oh, and he fumbled it. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Boy, what a turn of events. I'm sure the punting team's offense is thrilled to be getting back out in the field right now after they were gifted an extra possession.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. Press coverage now from the secondary. Inside deals now from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And here's the handoff. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. They count the drive with 6 points. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urge. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Trying to find room. It's Lewis. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Good throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They're going to run it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Running a quarterback sneak here. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception in the very first play of the last possession. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Looking for some space. It's Lewis. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's St. Clair. The pass rush closing in. Deep shot caught inside the 25. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now. One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Trying for the end zone, laying it right up the gut. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. The Volunteers come up to the line in a hurry-up. QB keeper all the way. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
3rd down after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. The short completion of the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Near the sticks, it's Watson. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. And the Vols line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. Touchdown, Volunteers, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Chris, obviously Obviously, the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
To make the extra point, cutting the lead to 24-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. One more play before they head to the locker room. He'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Now it's second down here. They're going to run it. He's got the first and still going. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Back in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Press coverage now from these DBs. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll throw it now. Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down to the 25 and move closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Catch made on the out route. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Lewis. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
On the run here. Let's it go. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Bringing pressure. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Third down, condensed field, and this quarterback finds an opening and picks up a nice gain, and that'll set up a first and goal.
The Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. And the call is quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. High-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game. You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The sure hands. It's Davis. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Grant behind the line. It's Jefferson. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The balls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here. Down multiple scores. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And moves the football to the 27, the first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Volunteers trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A first and 10 play. Gonna run it. It's Watson. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Vols. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
You make the PAT, but still trails 31-14. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now from the 25. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He shreds the tackle. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Screen to the wide receiver. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They continue to roll up the score. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, means you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. The Vols looking to use the up-tempo offense here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
The offense really clicking here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The Volunteers will have 1st and 10 here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to throw it again. He's running out of time here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Vols move into the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Only trap him for a sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking for a man. Fires it to the wideout. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking deep down the left side. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. It's a wide receiver screen.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Completion makes it second down. He gets loose. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his third interception of the day. He's bringing it back. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. They stretch the lead and get a lot closer to that spot in the national championship game.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. And now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film,
try to learn from the mistakes and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Volunteers will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Over the middle, it's Davis. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle, it's Matthews. Puts the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. And he goes out of bounds after a big gain. He used more of that earlier in his football game.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you.